Your opening line doesn't have to be complicated. My advice is to stick with one line and just repeat it over and over and over. Women don't need a fun opening line. They need the energy and charisma that come behind it. So they need a guy not to necessarily be funny and witty in the first 2 seconds, but just a way to introduce yourself. And also, there's more room for error with pickup lines because that's not going to work 100% of the time. It's going to potentially get you rejected and be cheesy. Now, that's not to say if you used a normal line, you wouldn't get rejected. Of course, you can too. But I just think there's more room for error, and you might not be confident to even say it automatically because you're still learning how to go out and meet women. So really, there's no special pickup line. You can just go and introduce yourself. And I would want a guy to go out and do that 100 times before they say, that doesn't work. I need something more special. Because I bet you most guys have not done that. So if someone's out there thinking, that sounds lame, I can't just go up to a girl and introduce myself or say hello, try it and see what happens. Now, of course, you want to practice it. You want to look your best. It might not just work right away. It's a numbers game. It takes volume. But if you're looking your best, if you come up with confidence to a woman and say, hey, 2 seconds, I wanted to come meet you, and you just start conversation, that's going to be a better approach than 80% of guys who've ever approached her. And listen, some women are just not going to like you. They maybe won't like the way you look. They aren't attracted to you physically. They just got out of a relationship. They're in a bad mood, yada, yada. You might get rejected. It's possible. It happens. But the idea is if you put yourself out there to more women, you're giving yourself more opportunities to find one that will be interested. So sometimes just in starting conversations is actually enough.
So it's a volume play, and I think that's where today something like the online dating is. I mean, it's a huge market, right? So what are your thoughts around guys getting online? Like if they're struggling with meeting women in person, like is the immediate move to get online, or they need to build the confidence in person first, and then you use online as a supplementation to that?
You need to be doing both at the same time. If you're a person who's looking to meet more women, you should be going out and taking time to meet women in person. You should be going out and you should be online and setting up the best profile possible. And then you should be spending a lot of time swiping and a lot of time going out and talking to women. And when I say a lot of time, I don't mean like 20 hours a week. But I bet you most guys aren't doing enough of it. Some guys come to me and they say, oh, I'm not really getting any matches. I'm like, how much are you swiping? They're like, I don't know, 10 minutes a day. I'm like, 10 minutes, that's nothing. You should be doing 30 to an hour a day. But you also need the best profile. And most guys don't really take the time to set up a great profile because you can literally just do it real fast. Like you have the opportunity to do it fast. So most guys just take that option. You just take some photos, selfie, put them on there, write a bio, and boom, you're on. But that is not necessarily going to get you the results. So I do recommend that guys spend the money and invest in themselves and get really good pictures. Spend at least a couple $100s on getting professional photos because those are going to make you look your best. And that's going to be one of the most important items on your profile to get more matches.